The concept of the dark empath is complex and multifaceted, often misunderstood by the general public. Dark empaths are individuals who combine a deep sense of empathy with certain dark personality traits. They are characterized by possessing high emotional intelligence, allowing them to understand and connect with others on an emotional level with remarkable depth. However, this empathetic ability is paired with a tendency towards manipulation, which is a common skill among them. Dark empaths are adept at exploiting vulnerabilities in those around them with ease, often leaving those they manipulate feeling bewildered and emotionally drained. Their charm and charisma often mask their dark intentions, making them difficult to identify at first glance. Narcissism, a trait often marked by a need for admiration and a lack of empathy for others, can coexist with their ability to empathize, creating a paradox that fascinates psychological studies. This duality allows them to have an acute understanding of emotions, yet they wield this understanding for self-serving goals rather than altruistic purposes. Dark empaths often exhibit what are known as dark triad traits, which include Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. These traits dominate their personality. Despite their empathetic abilities, these dark traits enable them to be calculating and emotionally detached when it suits their purposes. Empathy coexists with such traits, creating behavior that confuses and intrigues researchers who endeavor to understand the complex nature of dark empaths. These individuals can read people well, which is undeniably a valuable skill. However, they use this ability primarily to control others to fulfill their own desires. Their emotional intelligence is exceptionally high, but it is employed in manipulative ways. This makes interactions with a dark empath particularly challenging, as victims often feel confused by their presence. They feel empathy from the dark empath, yet, paradoxically, also experience harm. Dark empaths can indeed build strong, seemingly meaningful relationships, yet these relationships may be toxic and draining over time due to underlying manipulative tactics. Their allure often draws people in effortlessly, as they have the art of persuasion on their side. However, their underlying motives are self-centered and driven by personal gain rather than mutual benefit. They can be charismatic leaders, capable of inspiring and leading others effectively, but this ability makes them both captivating and dangerous. Their influence can be profound, impacting the dynamics in personal and professional relationships alike. Psychological analysis seeks to understand the complexity of the dark empath as research continues to explore their unique nature. Understanding them requires nuanced and in-depth analysis, considering both their capacity for empathy and their darker psychological traits. Their impact on relationships is significant and can be profoundly negative, especially if their manipulative behaviors go unchecked. Identifying dark empaths can be a challenging task, as their charming and empathetic facade often conceals their true intentions. Awareness of their traits aids in detecting and managing interactions with them, helping individuals to protect themselves from potential emotional manipulation and harm.